Hey guys, Tom here again from SynthHacker.com. In this video we'll be covering how to make this huge saw wave chord synth in Serum from scratch. So, as many of you may already know, this is one of 20 chord presets from my new pack, Futura for Serum. I just want to take a little time at the start of this video to say a huge thank you for all the support on that so far. I've received a lot of positive feedback and messages from you guys that have already checked it out, and I'm glad to finally get it out there. I really pushed Serum to its absolute limits for this pack, which resulted in what I think are some of my best sounds yet. So, if you want to check out the rest of the pack, you can click the link in the description below or head to SynthHacker.com. So what you just heard is made up of two layers, the main chord synth we're going to be making and also a bass layer underneath, which I'll cover towards the end of the video. If you want to grab the MIDI I'm using to follow along, as always you can download it free through the link in the description. So starting with our chord layer, let's open an initialized patch in Serum. First, we're going to adjust our amplitude envelope, giving it a softer attack, bringing down the sustain slightly, and also giving it a longer decay. Next, we're going to set up a separate envelope with a slow attack, full sustain, and a long curved release to be our pitch modulation envelope. Bringing oscillator A down an octave, we're then going to set envelope 3 to modulate the master tune, making sure the direction is set to linear before double clicking the slider and setting a range of plus 12 semitones. To thicken the sound up and give it some width, we're also going to add 5 voices of Unison, using the same envelope to modulate the detune amount, helping to add even more movement to the start of the sound. We're going to next add a 12 dB low pass filter to give our chords a smoother character, again using our pitch mod envelope to ever so slightly modulate the cutoff frequency. To add some inharmonic texture, we're going to use the J106 high pass noise source using envelope 3 to modulate the amplitude. It's also worth mentioning that because we've already modulated the global pitch, this also affects our noise, helping to glue it to the main synth sound. Next, we're going to set up an LFO with the default triangle shape and a 16th note rate. To add some more movement, we're going to use this LFO to modulate both the fine tune and amplitude of oscillator A, resulting in both vibrato and tremolo. To add some final touches in the effects section, we're going to first add some tape saturation to bring out some extra harmonics. Before finally adding a subtle amount of chorus, bringing up the low pass filter to not attenuate the noise layer or the harmonics we just created with the distortion. So moving on to the bass layer, to get us where we need to be quickly, we're just going to duplicate the patch we just made. Our first adjustments are going to be first bringing down the oscillator an octave, turning off the noise oscillator, and also changing the filter to a 24 dB low pass to attenuate more of the highs. Now, we want to keep the same tape saturation and chorus effects as our chord synth, but still keep a clean low end. So we're first going to add a high pass EQ to our effects chain. We're then going to reintroduce the low frequencies by adding a sub-oscillator at the same octave as oscillator A, making sure to turn on direct out so it bypasses the effects. Similar to the noise oscillator in our chord synth, the sub will also be modulated by the global pitch modulation we set up earlier. With both layers now set up, let's have a listen to the final result with an automated low pass EQ on the master chain. So there we have it. I hope you got some use out of this video and learnt a thing or two you can use in your own sound design. As mentioned earlier, if you want to check out my new preset pack Futura, there's a bunch of audio demos on the page over at synthhacker.com, or you can click the link in the description below. Grabbing a preset pack is by far the best way you can support these videos and also get your hands on some quality presets in the process. I'll be breaking down plenty of sounds from the pack in the coming weeks, so to stay up to date with my videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. That's all for this one though, guys. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.